Prestige worldwide. You know what time it is.
We unleashed, ain't nobody holding us back. Every match hit hard, every title on the map. No chains, no fear, we was built for the fight. PWW, bring fire every single Friday night. We unleashed, better stand out the way. Legends get made when the lights start to blaze. One shot, one dream, now the whole world sees. Prestige that's the place to be. Walk in the building, hear the crowd go wild. Every superstar hungry, every vet, every child. Gold on the line, ain't nobody gon' fold. We write our own story, never do it what told. Still in the rain, sweat all over the mat. Everybody got bars, but we really live that. From the open left straight to the main event. Every second got purpose, every dollar was spent. No limits, no mercy, no turning around. If you came for the smoke, then you're standing your ground. Heroes and villains, they all want the throne. Leave with the title or you're leaving alone. Hands in the sky, everybody scream loud. This is our time, we feeding off a crowd. We are this, ain't nobody holding us back. Every match hit hard, every title on the map. No chance, no fear, we was built for the fight. PWW, bring the fire every single Friday night. We unleashed, better stand out the way. Legends get made when the lights start to glaze. One shot, one dream, now the whole world sees. Prestige worldwide.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, this is FMF Gaming. Welcome to another episode of Prestige Worldwide Unleashed. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new arena, ladies and gentlemen. We hope you guys like it. We hope you guys enjoy the matches today, ladies and gentlemen. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And here we have a new signee coming out with another new signee. We have the dog. He is coming out, and he's coming out. Deshaun Jones, and he's coming out with Riley Cunningham. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, who is, I have to say, he is the first cruiserweight signed to Unleashed, ladies and gentlemen. Riley Cunningham. But I wonder why he's coming out with the dog. I don't know, but I guess we'll see, ladies and gentlemen. But please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and check out One King Entertainment, Lady of Mischief Wrestling, Bailey Gaming, and Thrill Zone Inc. Check out Ring of Glory. Check out HEW, Honor Extreme Wrestling, Sergio of ESW. Check out Thriller Productions. All great channels with all great content. And if you're into the GTA content, go ahead and check out Gaming with Quint. That is Gaming with Quint. Go ahead and check out GPN Gaming as well, ladies and gentlemen, for his rants and reviews. I believe that's the big thing that's on his channel right now, ladies and gentlemen. And just stay tuned for more content coming on this channel. We're back in another server for GTA on RP, so be ready for those lives. I actually would have went live a while back, but it's just so much happening in the background, so I couldn't get a live going. But hopefully soon, ladies and gentlemen, we will be able to get a live going as Eddie Gacy makes his way to the ring, the Extreme Champion. And so if you did not see the last New Empire Wrestling thing, you would have heard that. So New is changing once again. This is the last time for sure. New is becoming they're partnering with Prestige Worldwide, so they will become Prestige Worldwide Ascension, the yellow, not the yellow, but the gold brand. And here is the dog. But it's not like James Turner is still the owner of Unleashed, but now the owner of Ascension is excuse me, I'm Samuel Freeman, ladies and gentlemen. But here, the dog getting put down, but he's back up and trying to grab a hold of Eddie Gacy. But Eddie Gacy is now going hard to work on the dog, while Riley Cunningham is just looking on, trying to figure out what the dog is going to do. But the dog finally gets Eddie Gacy down, and he better make that work for him. And look at the strength of the dog as he's lifting Eddie Gacy. And look, oh my goodness, and what a drop for Eddie Gacy. And now dropping the elbow, the dog trying to flex. And what does the dog? Oh, the dog was going for it. It looked like some sort of spear, but Eddie Gacy was ready for it. Now Eddie Gacy with the leg drop, but the dog right back up, and now the dog pushing Eddie Gacy off. Now with a clothesline to the back. And now, oh my goodness, now punches to the face, but you got to believe that mask that Eddie Gacy is wearing kind of protects his face from that. Oh, now Eddie Gacy with a strike back, and he steps back over the ropes just to go into the locks of the dog. Now the dog lifting them and slamming them down. But Eddie Gacy right back up, but right back into the clinches of the dog, and the dog, oh, Eddie Gacy with the reversal right there. But the dog right back up, and Eddie Gacy now with the boot. Now Eddie Gacy, oh, I thought he was looking for something down there, but I guess not. And, oh, tossing the dog back. Deshaun better find his footing here because Eddie Gacy is not playing at any time here. Eddie Gacy is going to work. And now Eddie Gacy saying that it's over. Oh, but Deshaun with the reversal right there. But the dog not the dog, but Eddie Gacy right back into the clinches. But the dog does reverse that, ladies and gentlemen. And now, and dropping him on the table. What a move. And now the dog looked like he's setting up for that spear again. And yes, he gets it that time. Now, what is he planning on doing here? Oh, he picks him up. Oh, running power slam and on the table. That has to hurt. But he slides out, and Eddie Gacy right back up, ladies and gentlemen. He is not backing down, and Eddie Gacy going for strikes right now. Eddie Gacy is not playing. Oh, the dog with the reversal, though. Neither man wants to give an inch in this match. Both men want the victory, ladies and gentlemen. We will see what they can do here. But now, oh, the dog he's putting Eddie Gacy down as we see Cunningham still over there. Cunningham calls himself the Silent Assassin, but for being the Silent Assassin, he sure is over there speaking a lot, ladies and gentlemen. But here comes the dog, and now the Silent Assassin in there just watching, and oh my goodness, what does the dog have planned here? Oh my goodness, what a pile driver off of the ring, ladies and gentlemen. And then Eddie Gacy has to be hurt, but no, Eddie Gacy with the reversal right there, and Eddie Gacy locks back in and tosses him back in the ring, ladies and gentlemen. Now Eddie Gacy, what does he have planned here? You know, this is Eddie Gacy's new form, as he calls himself the Silent Slaughter. You know, if you remember when he stepped into the ring, he was a butcher. It was kind of like he was playing on the Texas Chainsaw Massacre before, but now I guess he has found, you know, he's kind of like a Dragon Ball person. He has found his final form. And you see Riley Cunningham move out the way when Eddie Gacy got out the ring right there. Riley Cunningham is not going to get into that with it. And look at him back up every time, Eddie Gacy. I mean, that's a smart move. I would be backing up too if I seen that monster walking towards me. Now, Eddie Gacy putting down the thumbtacks, but now the dog grabbing another table, ladies and gentlemen, sliding back in the ring with the table. Picking Eddie Gacy up, but Eddie Gacy with the reversal, and the dog is down. He slams him back on those thumbtacks, kinda, and as he yells in pain, Eddie Gacy picks him right back up to go right back to work, ladies and gentlemen. Tosses him into the corner, and what does... Oh my goodness, with the back. Now Eddie Gacy putting up the signs to say that it is over. And will it... Oh my goodness, and a chokeslam, and his head kind of hit the table right there. And it's only at 2 count. What are these men made of? What can possibly make you want to keep kicking out of things? But I guess, you're trying to be the best. You're willing to go through whatever you have to go through to make sure that people know that you are the best. But also with the announcement of, New Empire Wrestling is going to become Prestige Worldwide Ascension. That means the belts are changing, as you know, because Unhinged has the heavyweight. That means Tenacious title will just become the world title, and the tag team titles over there will become the world tag team titles at Ascension, and the women's title that won't change, but the Extreme title over there now will become just a hardcore title because we have the Extreme title over here. And now the dog climbing up the ropes. What does he have planned here? He's sitting on the second turnbuckle. And I think he was trying to go for a diving clothesline or a diving spear, it looked like it's some sort. But it didn't work. And Eddie Gacy, oh my goodness. Eddie Gacy pulling out things we've never thought we'll see him doing. Sliding back out of the ring, and look at Cunningham again moving out of the way. Now, this is crazy, too, because Cunningham is not scheduled to wrestle tonight. Cunningham is not on the card at all, ladies and gentlemen. So, we wasn't even expecting Cunningham today. So, I wonder, why is he out here, especially with the dog. They're two different types of wrestler. The dog is a powerhouse, while Cunningham is the silent assassin of the skies. Oh my goodness, and what a DDT by Eddie Gacy, and now he's calling for it again. He is ready to choke slam him once again, but no. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, the dog says no way. But now Eddie Gacy throwing down the dog. He says, you're not going to have it. He said, this time the dog is going to have its day. Eddie Gacy now lifting up the dog. And what does he have planned here? A boot to the face. Oh, the disrespect by Eddie Gacy. The dog, they both had to trying to show their power. The dog picking up Eddie Gacy. Is he going to powerbomb him? No, he is not. He drops him, and now Eddie Gacy thriving in pain on those thumbtacks. But now the dog going, I thought he was rolling him over for the pin, but no, he's picking him back up. But Eddie Gacy said that was a mistake. Eddie Gacy tossing the dog down in oh my goodness, a drop kick. And that drop kick seemed like it took almost everything out of Eddie Gacy, ladies and gentlemen, to give him that drop kick. But now Eddie Gacy back up. And now what is he planning on doing here? Oh, he lifts the dog up. Oh no, and this can be it, ladies and gentlemen. The dog might be done. The ref going for the count. 1, 2, 3, and yes, Eddie Gacy with the win. And you see the way that was a disturbing look that he gave Riley. I don't know if I will be staying on the outside. I know I want to check on my friend if that's, if they're friends, but I don't know if I'll be standing on the outside of that ring because the way he looked at Riley Cunningham after, it's kind of like a you're next thing. And I know Riley, he's not signed up to try to be a part of the he's not trying to be a part of the Extreme.
Here is your winner.
He wants to be the Cruiserweight champion because, as I told, or as it was said before, the Cruiserweight championship can be defended on either show. So it's going to bounce back from Ascension to Unleashed, and that's why the Boss of Now signed Riley, because we didn't have cruiserweights at first in Unhinged or Unleashed. Sorry, I don't know why I keep saying Unhinged, but now here comes the Women's Diamond Champion, the PWW Diamonds Champion, and she's going to face the Women's Champion in this match. So this is sure to be a great match right here, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a champion versus champion match. So, and I know both champions have something to prove, and maybe, just maybe, if the Diamonds Champion beats the Women's Champion, maybe she'll get herself a shot at the Women's Champion, and who knows, be holding 2 belts. Or maybe the Women's Champion will win and want to face for the Diamonds Champion and take the Diamonds Champion and become a woman with 2 belts. And then today for our main event, we will be having Brandon Cuevas going against Matsumoto for just, it won't be the title match because the title match won't be until the next PLE. But I guess you could say that it'll just be a preview of what we will have for the next PLE, ladies and gentlemen. And now we're waiting for the Women's Champion to make her way. And here is the Women's Champion. Here is Mercedes Rossi, one half of the Power Couple. Because, as you know, she is at the top of the women's division right now. And her boyfriend, Brandon Cuevas, is the men's champion. So they are the Power Couple of the Prestige Worldwide. And I had asked Mercedes, how does she feel? And she says she feels great. She was like, it's funny because her and Brandon no longer has to war with Fat 2 and Diamond Dog to be the Power Couple, because that was their greatest thing right there, because Fat 2 and Brandon kept going back and forth, and Diamond Dog retired and she left the wrestling business, but she left with a lot of accolades. She is a multiple-time women champion in many companies. So I don't think we'll ever see another superstar quite as Diamond Dog, but Mercedes is her own woman, so Mercedes is going to do her own thing. And as we know, Mercedes changed because Mercedes wasn't all about the muscle like she is now. She still keeps her feminine, self, but this girl is she is strength personified now, and you know it's crazy because you know she's dealing with Brandon, and Brandon is a big dude too. So, you know, he must love it the way she is. But Mercedes, like I said, she did all of this, I'm pretty sure, to make sure that she ends up on top of this women's division, because it was a long road for her to be where she is now, and it's been a great showing ever since. Mercedes is no one's pushover, and she doesn't let anyone forget that she is a Rossi, so she is the sister of the Clique, who we haven't seen in action yet, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness, and what a kick from the Diamonds champion, ladies and gentlemen. These people are not playing any games here, ladies and gentlemen. It is no games being played, as Mercedes is lifting her up, and oh, but a reversal. These ladies are going back and forth. Both women are trying to prove their dominance here, ladies and gentlemen. So we are just going to have to see who will come out on top, ladies and gentlemen. Now, like I said, like we was saying before, so each show, like Ascension and Unleashed, will both have their own PLEs. But then, now that they're both under the Prestige Worldwide banner, they will have a joint PLE, because I know that, you know, that both sides can't wait to get their hands on the other, like Ascension, because at one point, you know, that when Ascension was RSKY wrestling, all the people on both shows were able to intermingle. There was no separation, but then eventually they separated, and now they're coming back together again, but it's still like they're separated, because only at one PLE, really, ladies and gentlemen, they'll be able to see each other and get in the ring. That'll be the only time Ascension will ever to get in the ring with Unleashed. So it'll be a great show in there. And here it looked like Mercedes is ready to put this away, but no, a reversal. And now Mercedes with the reversal, and they're locking right back up. And these women, like I said, are coming to fight in another reversal. And oh my goodness, what a slam to Mercedes, and what a clothesline. And now the pin, 1, 2, 3. And Akiko Ogata, she has won the match. And like I said, maybe you'll see these two fight again, and maybe next time it will be for the championship. And maybe one woman will walk out with 2 belts, who knows. But I know further coming up, they're gonna try to have more new talent to be showcased. So even though Riley Cunningham was not in, like we said, we wasn't expecting him right now, but maybe Riley Cunningham will be in a future show.
Here is your winner.
And so we will see him soon. But here's the Diamonds champion, and she is happy. And here we have a tag team match, as we have the Wrestling Bros going against the Hounds of War, ladies and gentlemen. And so the Wrestling Bros are technically not a new tag team. They have been signed to Unleashed for a while. They just never got to debut. So now here are they going with their debut. So we will see what they can do today, if they can walk out with a victory today, ladies and gentlemen. But a lot of people said they're not putting their money on the Wrestling Bros. But I don't know. I'm not going to say anything bad about them before I see them ever in action. Like, I've never seen these guys in action, so we're going to see what they can do. But here is the Wrestling Bros in the ring, ladies and gentlemen. And now here comes the Hounds of War. Now, it's funny because Ascension has, the tribe, and they have them over there. And these are really the only Samoans in Unleashed. I mean, Fatu is still here, but Fatu is not technically wrestling. Fatu is like an ambassador for Prestige Worldwide. So, I mean, he could get in the ring because technically he's not on the card as retired or anything, ladies and gentlemen. But we just haven't seen him in the ring, especially after he changed his last name because he wanted to go to his family last name, because he finally spoke up and said he said Otunga is not the family name, and it's not even Samoan, and he was getting tired of using the Otunga name, so he went with his family's name, ladies and gentlemen. But here we have the Hounds. We have David starting the match, and here we go. Already into the corner, but David Tangaloa, he tried to go with a strike, but there was a reversal. Now tossing him into the corner, and already a tag between the Wrestling Bros, and they are ready to, step up to the main stage and show what they have to do. Now the Wrestling Bros with another tag between themselves, and this is just great work. But they have been a tag team before they became to Prestige Worldwide, so they were already working together before Prestige Worldwide. So they were out on the indies and they were tearing it up, ladies and gentlemen. For what I hear, they were multiple time tag team champions and things like that. So, but they have to watch out because Hounds of War, these guys are brothers. So I always say that the tag teams that are actually family might have a little more of a edge, because nobody knows a person better than their brother and stuff like that. So, oh my goodness. And now, but the Wrestling Bros might be proving me wrong, because he just tagged in Jason, and Jason got it soon as he got in the ring, ladies and gentlemen. But Jason up, and Jason is like, he's the powerhouse basically of Hounds of War. So if Jason can't hold him off, then Wrestling Bros might be looking at a victory soon, ladies and gentlemen. But he was going for a move, and Jason quickly stopped that as soon as I said it. Now tossing him into Hounds of War, and they make a tag, ladies and gentlemen. And here they go. But, Jason not letting that go, ladies and gentlemen. Not Jason, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. But David on the ground, but now back up. Almost caught a knee strike, but now going off, and he is really not playing any games here. Tosses them back into their corner. Another tag by Hounds of War. But oh my goodness, I was about to say, I think Jason was taking time to taunt, and this is really no time for that, because you are not up that much where you can just be taunting. But also remember, ladies and gentlemen, Hounds of War are in a faction. They are in the faction, the Twin Blade era, ladies and gentlemen. So they are under, I wouldn't like to say under, but they work with Evan Turner and a few others. So, and I heard that the Twin Blade era might be growing, ladies and gentlemen. Like, there might be more people adding themselves on to the Twin Blade era. So I don't know what to say. Like, how is that going to work? But Twin Blade era is growing in numbers, ladies and gentlemen. So people need to be careful and watch themselves. And another tag by the Wrestling Bros, and both men had the same idea, but David turns it around, but he's back up and tossing, trying to toss David, but David reverses it. David with the drop down, and with the quick punch to the gut, ladies and gentlemen. Now tossing him back into the corner. And just so you know, ladies and gentlemen, this is like why the matches is going, like certain matches is going off longer. I was playing with the settings, and I'm continuing to play with them to get them to the way that I would like them. I'm trying to, because I didn't like that you guys were getting a bunch of quick matches before. So I'm trying to make it, better. So I played with the sliders. I'm going to continue to play with them until it's somewhere that I like. I mean, this is cool right here where they're at, that I might change them up again and just see where I can get them to the point where I'm very satisfied with them and things like that. And once I get that, everything should be good, I believe. But I'm just trying to bring you guys, a better product in Unleashed and Ascension. I'm going to play with the sliders for TDW as well, but right now I'm just experimenting with the PWW brands because, as you know, they're on the same profile. So with that, I'm going to continue to play with them. Like I said, I'm going to continue to try to get them to the best that I can. And then once I get them to where I like them to be, then yeah, I will definitely, continue to let you guys know. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, I was kind of thinking of changing TDW too. I was thinking about making it all Prestige Worldwide Wrestling, but I was thinking about changing TDW to like the NXT Prestige Worldwide. But I don't know. I'm going to continue. I'm going to continue just producing it as TDW. And what's crazy is, like, I have other shows, but I don't even produce these consistent enough to me to produce any other show. So if anybody out there wants to be, wants to do, a show or anything, and you want, don't have an arena or anything, you can comment below here, and I can send you. Like, I still have IDW, which is, our extension, our Japanese show. It's supposed to be Art of War. If you were here before, we had a show called Art of War Wrestling. And Art of War was supposed to be like a New Japan Wrestling type of thing. But I changed it again, so it's Iron Dojo Wrestling, IDW. We have a couple of people over there. Then, what other show? I have Lucha, Temple of Lucha. So that's supposed to be a luchador show. And so we have that. Also, I have Kings of Combat, was supposed to be like a UFC type thing. So I mean, those are the 3 shows that I had in the works. But like I said, I don't produce the shows that I have at a high enough frequency. Like this one is coming 9 and 10 days after our last show, which it shouldn't have been. You know, technically it's supposed to go. These shows are supposed to go Unleashed on Monday. Wednesday is supposed to be TDW, and Friday is supposed to be New Empire Wrestling, or now Ascension. So I'm working on trying to actually get to those things. Like I said, I just have a lot of things going on, and I'm not one to continue to make excuses, but I'm trying to continue to produce, you know, at a high frequency. We will see what these tag teams can do, though, as they continue to brawl it out. The Wrestling Bros are showing that they're just not another tag team. They are looking to gain gold in prestige worldwide, but they do have to get past the Hounds of War. And I'm surprised that this has been a clean match so far, because you know that the Hounds of War are not above doing whatever they have to do to win, and that's what makes them a deadly part of the Twin Blade era. They are just as deadly, or may I even say more deadly than Evan Turner, because these guys have the strength to really back up the things that they do. But the Wrestling Bros are really holding their own in this match. They are going all in, trying to get this victory. Oh, and a spear, and he goes for the pin. 1, 2, and just a 2 count there, ladies and gentlemen. So here he goes. So here he tosses them. Oh my goodness, and they are really going at it, ladies and gentlemen. Now really going to work, and now with the clothesline, and oh, what a tag, what a good move. Like I said, these guys are really moving with precision and everything in this match. Oh, he goes for a Superman punch but misses, and now right into the corner of the Hounds of War. But why is David sitting there just staring? Oh, he turns him to his back, and what does David? Oh, working on, wrenching on that arm. And he is just going all out right now, ladies and gentlemen. But now, oh, going for a knee strike and miss. David trying to go for a move, but then get hit in the face. Oh my goodness, these teams are going, and the Wrestling Bros, just with their tags, they are doing a great job of just tagging in and out for each other. Another tag by the Wrestling Bros. And this has been a great match, ladies and gentlemen. Every move, everything calculated. Every person, you know, no moves wasted, and he slides outside of the ring. This is not an Extreme Rules match, so I don't know why he went to the outside. But the ref starting to count, but climbing to the top of the turnbuckle. Oh, and what a forearm off the top turnbuckle, and that has to hurt, ladies and gentlemen. As he's picking David up and he tosses him back into their corner. The Wrestling Bros are, like I said, they're doing a great job, but now he's just standing looking at David and get turned into the corner, and David now with the knee strikes. And it shows you David is not playing as he hits him with the boots. And oh my goodness, what a move by David. And this is just showing you just how, you know, these two tag teams move in this division. And David's still standing. Oh, he went for a strike there, but it did not work. And now he goes to the corner. Oh, pumping himself up, running at David, and with a knee to the gut. Now repaying David with the same move that David did in his corner. He's doing it to the same in David's corner. That is a bold move. And now he's trying to get him back into his corner, but David sends him back. And now David with the strikes. And what does David have planned here? David making his way. Oh, he's making his way to his brother, and he tags him. And what is Jason doing? Jason going to the outside. What does he have planned here, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, whatever it was. Oh, Jason pushed him down, but now Jason just steps inside the ring, tosses him. Oh, Jason hits the Superman punch, and now Jason ready to end this match. It seems like, but no, Jason cannot finish what he started. Now, what does he have planned here? Oh, lifting him up. Is this going to be a power bomb, ladies and gentlemen? And it is not. He drops him on the rope. What moves by Jason, ladies and gentlemen? Now Jason off the ropes, and oh, Jason strikes blood, ladies and gentlemen. He is not playing any games in this match, but now with the reversal and a spear to Jason, and he goes for the pin, but what a wrong move, because he's in House of War corner, and David took no time to get into this ring to stop. And now Jason tosses him. Oh, well, Jason gets tossed into Wrestling Bros corner. And now with the strikes to Jason. Oh, but Jason with a quick reversal. He is not going down that easy, ladies and gentlemen. And what is Jason? Oh, with the knee strike, and Jason taking time to taunt, and that could have cost him, ladies and gentlemen. As he is now down on the ground and climbing to the top rope. What is he telling Jason to get up? Wrestling Bros is trying to go all out, but he misses, and Jason with the tie-up. What does he have planned here? Well, I was about to say the Hounds of War have the upper hand, but it's not so. Oh, and a Superman punch to Jason, but he does not capitalize on it. He hits the rope and misses the springboard move, ladies and gentlemen, giving Jason enough time to get up. Jason, what does he have planned here? Oh, he gets him on the ground, and with the strikes, ladies and gentlemen. Jason is not playing any games as he tags in David. And what does David have planned here, ladies and gentlemen? He picks him up. Oh, with the elbow strikes, and now locks in with him. Tosses him into the rope, and a spear again, ladies and gentlemen, as he goes for the pin. And not even a 1 count before it was broken up, ladies and gentlemen. Now what does David Tangaloa have planned for this next move, ladies and gentlemen? He tosses him into the corner, ladies and gentlemen, and another tag between the brothers. And a strike by Jason now. Jason has him up, but he quickly reverses. And he tries to toss Jason into his corner, but Jason tosses him. And now Jason with the knee strikes, ladies and gentlemen, in the corner. This have been, like, I would say the most used move in this match. And oh, he goes with the face wash again, ladies and gentlemen. And he is just going off, ladies and gentlemen. Again, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and check out One King Entertainment, Lady of Mischief Wrestling, Bailey Gaming, Thrill Zone Inc., HEW, Honor Extreme Wrestling, Sergio of ESW, Thriller Productions. Check out Ring of Glory, GPN Gaming. And if you're into GTA content, check out Gaming with Quinn. And also stick around for more GTA RP content on the channel, ladies and gentlemen. But we hope that you like the new arena in Prestige Worldwide Unleashed. As we are seeing, again, I am going to continue to mess with the sliders and trying to get a better, oh my goodness, with the strikes with the knees. But I'm trying to get a better gaming experience or a better show for you guys. And here, Jason Tagaloa with that clothesline. And the Hounds of War are now going off, and they are showing why they are destined to take on the tag team champions. I believe that they already might have the number one contendership. I'm not sure who, but David Tongaloa off of the top turnbuckle and misses, and now in the corner of Wrestling Bros. And I don't know what would happen if they lose this match. Like, will Wrestling Bros be a part of the title match if they win? But again, here's Jason. Well, not Jason. David is getting worked out right now. What a kick. And now, I think he was about to try to call for his brother, but they knocked that one off. Oh, but now David it seems like he is getting upset. He tosses it into the corner. And now going to work, ladies and gentlemen. David not playing any games. He runs to the corner. Oh, now him with the taunt. And oh, what a move by David Tongaloa. And now he's going for the pin, ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2, 3, and Hounds of War walk away with the victory. And this was a hard-fought match, so you can't put anything on any of these competitors, ladies and gentlemen. Wrestling Bros did what they needed to do. Even with the loss, they made people understand that Wrestling Bros is a real threat in the wrestling community and in the tag team division. So no one will take Wrestling Bros as a joke. I mean, this is technically our first time seeing them in the ring, but it was a great showing for them. And here is your victors. Here is the winners. Here's Hounds of War, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to head to our main event, ladies and gentlemen. And we have Kaito Matsumoto versus Brandon Cuevas, and this will be our main event for the next PLE for that heavyweight championship of Brandon Cuevas. So this match right here is just a little sneak peek. This is our look into that match, ladies and gentlemen. And here comes, this is actually his first match. He came out and he spoke to us once before as being named the number one contender for that championship. And he said he looks forward to battling Brandon Cuevas because he said he thinks Brandon is a great warrior. So we will see if that is so, like what will go on in this match. He looks energetic and making his way to the ring, ladies and gentlemen. He is a 3-time IDW champion, ladies and gentlemen. He is the heavyweight. He got this number one contendership because he was taken away from IDW, where he was trying to regain and become a 4-time IDW champion. But he was signed here, so now he gets a chance at the Prestige Worldwide Heavyweight Champion. And like I said, this is not the actual match. I mean, they will go to the PLE for the championship. This one, I guess, is just giving them both a filling out phase. But I'm pretty sure that both men are ready to give their all in this match, ladies and gentlemen, as we see the challenger in the ring, and everyone is excited to see this will be his first match in Prestige Worldwide, ladies and gentlemen. So we can't wait to see what he does in this match, ladies and gentlemen. But he is not facing an easy fight right here. This is not going to be an easy bout for him. This is going to be a real fight. As you see our heavyweight champion Brandon Cuevas making his way to the ring in the gear that was designed by his girlfriend. She actually does have a matching gear. I guess she didn't want to wear it tonight, but I think she will be wearing it in the next show, because in the next Unleashed, ladies and gentlemen, it will be Brandon Cuevas and Mercedes in a mixed tag team match. So we will see who will they be facing, but it will be both of our champions together. It might be against the same man that he's fighting tonight, because if you don't know, he does have his wife. She did get signed with him. So or not really his wife, it's his girlfriend as well. But she has been signed. She is a new signee, so maybe it will be against them, or we don't know yet who will be against. But I do know for sure that the boss said it will be Brandon Cuevas and Mercedes Rossi going into this match. And here, Brandon, and you see that belt around his waist, and Brandon does not plan on losing this belt anytime soon, ladies and gentlemen. That is just something that we all know. Brandon has, now we can't say Brandon has never lost his championship, but he's always found his way back into that championship, ladies and gentlemen. But we will see if that is the case here. But here, both men ready to fight, ladies and gentlemen. Brandon Cuevas, Kyoto's Matsumoto, and they both tie up in the middle of the ring. And now you know, look how big Brandon is over Matsumoto. That is just, and oh my goodness, Brandon with a cheap shot. And I have never seen Brandon take a cheap shot in a match, so that is surprising. But Brandon going for a quick pin and Matsumoto getting out of it now. Even though Brandon is the bigger man and stuff, I don't know if Brandon really wants to go to strikes with Matsumoto. I mean, he is a great striking, he does have a great striking ability, so Brandon might want to leave it at wrestling, but I might be having to eat those words because Brandon right now going off on Matsumoto, and Brandon is not playing any games in this match as he, oh my goodness, he is just going to work on Matsumoto here and taking it to the outside, and we might be seeing a different Brandon here than we have seen in most time. And here's Matsumoto with his return fire. He is not playing any games, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Matsumoto now going to work on Brandon, and oh, he was going for a move right there, but Brandon quickly moves out of the way, and Brandon going back to the strikes and showing Matsumoto he is not playing any games, and it's a 6 count. Brandon back in the ring and Matsumoto stepping right back in, but Brandon taking time to taunt, and that might have cost him. And Matsumoto really going to work here, ladies and gentlemen. And I will have to say that if you've never seen Matsumoto fight, like I've seen IDW, so if you've never seen him fight, this should be a treat for you guys. But Brandon still showing why he is the champion. And oh my goodness, what a kick by Matsumoto, shutting Brandon down. Matsumoto climbing to the top rope, but Brandon, oh, Matsumoto going for a drop kick off the top, but he sorely misses. And Brandon, oh, going to work from that. I don't know. That's why sometimes these high flying moves don't pay out. But Matsumoto back on top is doing his striking, and he is going in on Brandon Cuevas, ladies and gentlemen. Now, like this, and this is what I'm talking about, Matsumoto with that striking ability. And so Brandon has to watch himself for that. But Brandon quickly moves out of the way, and Brandon with the niche. And now he just slides back in the ring as Matsumoto is out there hurt, ladies and gentlemen. And Brandon taunting to the crowd. And this is a different Brandon. Like I said, I never knew him to take a count-out win, but I guess a win is a win, and Brandon Cuevas has taken the win in the main event by countout, ladies and gentlemen. Now, that has been the show. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We will be back with TDW soon, ladies and gentlemen. And hopefully I can get into the right rhythm that I want to get into. Thank you for watching. This has been FMF Gaming, and we are out.